Welcome to our exploration of the evolving world of wealth management. Today, we explore how enterprise AI is transforming this industry to meet the ever-growing demands for personalization and navigate increasing regulatory pressures. Wealth management is not just about numbers and forecasts. It's about creating meaningful client relationships and strategic growth opportunities. Enterprise AI plays a pivotal role in this transformation by enabling financial advisors to enhance their client experiences through data-driven insights and streamlined operations. Imagine a world where routine tasks are automated, freeing up valuable time for advisors to focus on what truly matters, building lasting relationships with their clients. AI offers tools to analyze data quickly and provide actionable insights, ensuring advisors can make informed decisions. As AI continues to reshape the back-office functions and client-facing innovations, it ensures that advisors remain agile and effective in a dynamic and competitive market. Join us on this journey as we uncover the ways AI empowers wealth management professionals, ensuring they are equipped to thrive in this exciting new landscape.
So, I think if we focus on goals, if we focus on wealth managers, advisors, regardless of how they fit into their organization, whether it's an RIA that is one or two advisors all the way up through the enterprise, like we're kind of taking a very broad view of AI and how it's fitting into these advisors' lives. But at the end of the day, it comes down to a couple of goals. The first is better personalization at scale. And those topics range from portfolio construction to communication preferences, all the way to operations, risk management, compliance. And the goal there is to deliver that highly personalized client experience to their investor, to their end client, to their prospect that they might be trying to win.
Wealth managers would typically focus on retirement planning and estate planning, in addition to portfolio and investment management. Some of the things that they're facing, you've already touched on, like increased regulation. So in the UK, the FCA are constantly changing regulations. There was the introduction of GDPR a few years ago. The client expectation is ever increasing, and they want clearer pricing and focus on how they charge it, what charges are going to be for the various products or for the advice that they've been given.
Yeah, these advisors, right, are really kind of extensions of these end clients. And I think they're being asked to be experts in more and more and to know everything about these clients' financial lives. And I think, what that encompasses continues to expand. So it's not just the portfolio construction, it's, financial planning, it's alternatives, it's insurance, it's, it kind of just keeps expanding.
So wealth managers need to make sure they have their digital platforms available, mobile apps, online portfolio platforms that allow these younger generations to manage their portfolios. In addition to that, obviously with COVID, the older generation were forced to digitize. And so therefore they're less likely to use paper at the way we were like 5 to 10 years ago. And they're now more open to a digital platform as well. So it's a really key area for the significant growth that they need to invest a lot of money into to make sure that they can keep up with the demand from their clients.
Our clients expect tailored experiences in every aspect of their interactions with us, from how we construct their portfolios to how we communicate with them. To meet these expectations, we're embracing the power of enterprise AI. This technology allows us to deliver personalized services on a massive scale by analyzing vast data sets that reveal our clients' unique needs and preferences. With AI, we're automating repetitive tasks, freeing our advisors to focus on what truly matters, building deeper, more meaningful relationships with our clients. Every interaction is designed to feel bespoke, ensuring that personalization does not come at the expense of efficiency. We are committed to providing a service that feels exclusively crafted for each client, enhancing satisfaction and trust. In this rapidly evolving landscape, our dedication to adopting cutting-edge tools and technologies signifies our commitment to exceptional client experiences. We strive to make each engagement not just a transaction, but a promising relationship grounded in innovation and tailored insight.
But at the end of the day, it comes down to a couple of goals. The first is better personalization at scale. And those topics range from portfolio construction to communication preferences, all the way to operations, risk management, compliance. And the goal there is to deliver that highly personalized client experience to their investor, to their end client, to their prospect that they might be trying to win. And so that is definitely the first goal. The second being assistance, not necessarily replacements. And so years and years ago, we had this wave of robo-advisors that came into the wealth management space, and they were looking to basically displace advisors and said, hey, you can just use this automated service and you don't need to talk to a person. And I think what the industry found is like investors actually really like to talk to people, and they like to have that human connection and that relationship. And so assistance, not replacement. I think the trend and the goal is for advisors to figure out how to harness AI.
If there's ever a world where hallucinations come in, or the data that is returned to the advisor to interact with the client's inaccurate, that trust that's probably taken years to build has been completely eroded in a matter of seconds. So I think that's a lot of kind of our approach is we need to make sure that our solution is focused and can be that additive measure that we have high degree of confidence in the quality of the data that's being returned.
We can now give a more personal feel back to the client based on the request or the number of requests they don't be added or sent through to us as a firm. So they could send an email and it could touch on 5 or 6 different points. And previously that could have ended up as either a manual letter trying to address all of those points, or the client was receiving 3 or 4 letters back, addressing each one of those things individually through the automation.
So the things where it's like, hey, I can, have generative AI create a entire newsletter for my client. It's like, well, probably don't want to do that. You probably want to do correct prompts and correct governance and make sure you're reviewing and going through. And that's great. And that's where we are right now. But I think this move from just conversation to the ability for these capabilities to take action.
Operational efficiency plays a crucial role in the fast-paced world of wealth management. Back-office tasks such as document processing and compliance can often be labor-intensive and time-consuming. However, enterprise AI is revolutionizing these processes by automating routine tasks, significantly reducing manual effort and minimizing the risk of errors. Imagine the ability to extract data from complex financial statements swiftly and accurately. Enterprise AI makes this a reality, allowing for a seamless data flow without the traditional bottlenecks. This technology also transforms client onboarding, making it more efficient by streamlining procedures and ensuring all necessary regulatory requirements are met. What this means for wealth management firms is the capacity to handle higher transaction volumes with greater precision. By employing AI-driven solutions, firms can redirect focus from administrative duties to strategic initiatives. Advisors are thus freed up to concentrate on their core priorities, fostering client relationships, developing investment strategies, and delivering superior advisory services. In essence, enterprise AI not only enhances efficiency, but also empowers advisors to perform at their best, ultimately contributing to a more dynamic and responsive wealth management environment.
I think we may actually see, in terms of automation and insights, it may actually be a little bit more in kind of that back office or portfolio construction, or, hey, I think there's a lot of these wealth practices. That's kind of what these roles are there for. And they may serve up these things to the advisor. They can kind of help sort through them, whether it's portfolio drift or compliance concerns. I think that's a natural inflection point where, Black Diamond, we sit on a lot of data, both from just core accounting data, but we've done a lot of work to pull in financial planning content.
We've helped out with the current team to make sure that they haven't got as many pressures as they used to, so we can handle a higher influx of work much easier because we've got loads of automations that are doing these challenges for them. And some examples for that are we do a lot of lesson management and communication outwards. So there are templated letters that we generate.
And so our SS&C Accord is our alternative statements processing service. And using a combination of SS&C technologies, BluePrism, vernacular, essentially being able to retrieve statements automatically, move them to where they need to be, and then using the AI capabilities of those tools, extracting information, transforming it into an accurate data feed, and then loading that feed into Black Diamond, all for the benefit of the client and the advisor, reducing that manual effort.
So one of the things that we've been able to eliminate from our processes by using automation is the QC stages.
So, okay, and explain QC to me. I'm sure that most people on the webinar are going to be more intelligent than I am, but
So it's quality checking. Okay, so after a process is done by a manual or a human, it then goes to another person and they will be asked to validate that that's been done correctly as per the original instruction. With the use of automation, or particularly RPA with BluePrism, we are able to be 100% confident that if an error has occurred, the robot will have thrown that out and the digital work would have said, I can't process this case. It can't go outside the boundaries of its programming.
In the world of wealth management, trust is our cornerstone. This trust is what anchors our relationships with clients, fostering confidence and ensuring long-lasting partnerships. However, as we embrace the era of artificial intelligence, we must also recognize the challenges it introduces. AI, when mishandled, can lead to data inaccuracies or even regulatory non-compliance. These risks have the potential to erode the very trust we work so hard to build. That's why implementing robust governance frameworks is crucial. These frameworks are designed to guarantee that AI outputs remain accurate and secure, preserving the trust of our clients and stakeholders. Moreover, by establishing these necessary guardrails, firms can adopt AI technologies with greater confidence. This approach allows us to balance the exciting potentials of automation and innovation with the essential requirements of compliance and security. In essence, it is through careful and responsible management that we can leverage AI, ensuring it strengthens rather than undermines the foundational trust in wealth management.
I think so, but there's a few things to consider. One, the transparency is a must. As John mentioned earlier, as soon as it might take years and years and years to build trust with a client, and then you lose that with one big mistake or one poor decision. But it's a trust-based business in wealth and across financial services. And so the data be accurate, the model to then perform. If not, clients might just move on.
If I'm about to send a message to my client, can we actually kind of pre-audit, the lexicon that you're using to make sure that, it's not going to flag anything from a compliance standpoint. And, we can kind of train the model of what's acceptable, what's not, as it pertains to client communications, which has been, very much under the regulators' scrutiny here as of late. So I think that's where, we start understanding more of what AI can do and problems it can solve. And I think, protecting, sometimes users from themselves and making sure that a problem doesn't even begin, much less, offering insights as to when they occur.
But we're very lucky here to have two brilliant OCR platforms that we can use to extrapolate that data and then feed that through an LLM to understand exactly what the request is, and then bring that through and make the process more end-to-end automation.
So Chorus today and Decipher 2 intelligent document processing solutions that are part of that broader enterprise AI suite, working alongside the BluePrism digital workers and generative AI to expand our capabilities effectively.
Having a strong connection to our clients and understanding exactly the outcomes that they're shooting for, it's listening to the problems that they have and those outcomes versus the solutions that they have in mind is one of the principles that we have in our product management organization. And so, ultimately we have to do the hard work. We have to be accountable to those outcomes that we are delivering, but without involving client, we would be lost.
Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the way we interact with clients by streamlining essential tasks such as onboarding, communication, and portfolio management. By automating these processes, firms can efficiently handle data from various sources, providing a comprehensive understanding of each client's unique needs. This enables advisors to anticipate requirements and offer proactive insights, ensuring clients receive a seamless and personalized experience. As a result, financial advisors can devote more time to building and strengthening client relationships through meaningful, high-value interactions. Leveraging AI technology allows advisors to cater to the increasingly tech-savvy audience, enhancing client satisfaction and loyalty. This paradigm shift not only boosts operational efficiency, but also positions firms to meet the evolving expectations of their clients. By embracing these advancements, companies can achieve a perfect balance, maintaining the personal touch while embracing cutting-edge technology. It's a win-win for both clients, who receive more tailored services, and advisors, who can concentrate on what they do best, advising.
We have these, what we call intelligent document processing solutions, which again are a broader part of that enterprise AI suite. So Decipher and Core SDA that work alongside the digital workers and generative AI to further expand our potential.
Yeah, so there's the SS&C AI and governance platform, which has built-in guardrails so that if you do, by mistake, send client information through the LLM, then it will wash it so that that doesn't then get sent through to the platform.
I think we have to focus on partnerships, and one to call out is our strategic alliance with Morningstar. And they are building the next generation of their research platform. It's called Direct Advisory Suite, and they have integrated capabilities already. So Mo is their AI assistant, and that is just an easy way for us to connect to someone who is in market with that capability. It helps go through research, it helps navigate data. We're able to integrate data to that platform.
I think it's the almost intelligent automation of using this to either streamline tasks, to execute tasks in a much more native capability. I think the one we hear most commonly is just client onboarding. That's a very heavy, labor-intensive process that takes time. That feels like a candidate where leveraging AI, you could really automate as much as you possibly can.
So I think it's really important to keep the workforce engaged, and to do that, obviously, to get them involved in automation as much as possible, whether that is putting together design documents or even upskilling them to help with the development phase. That can be hugely powerful in ensuring that the automation is successful within the organization. And the other thing is, just for starting with your automation journey, I would suggest trying not to run before you can walk. Make sure you've got those smaller, those automations that are painful for the operational teams, but aren't a huge development delivery cycle and they use those ones to start from the journey to just approve the concept, make sure that the business is comfortable with it before you move forwards. And of course, if you're looking at the Gen AI space and that you want to move forwards in that, then make sure that you've got all of the compliance and regulation and get those teams engaged and make sure that they're there from the get-go, because the last thing you want to do is to deliver something into production with the new fancy AI platform and then get told, actually, sorry, you can't run this.
Implementing artificial intelligence within organizations is not just about introducing new technology. It's about a strategic vision that involves careful planning and choosing the right partnerships. Advisors face a crucial decision. Should they build AI solutions in-house, or should they turn to external experts? This choice involves a delicate balance of cost, scalability, and the expertise required to ensure seamless integration into existing systems. Collaborations with technology providers and data partners play a pivotal role in enhancing AI capabilities. These partnerships aren't mere conveniences. They're strategic alliances that enable firms to expand their horizons in AI while maintaining their focus on the core mission of exceptional client service. Through thoughtful partnerships and a strategic approach, firms can harness the power of AI to not only meet current demands, but also to anticipate future challenges.
I think just the consideration about the long-term outcomes here and not racing to add capability where it doesn't make a lot of sense has been our initial approach, making sure we understand governance, access, security, and concerns, and really looking across what SS&C can do together, the best of what we do, and how we can bring that together in order to add just a tremendous amount of value to the market that we focus on.
When you're part of an organization like SS&C, right, there's you want to take advantage of this new technology, but you want to make sure you're doing it in a secure manner and something that, we have a level of comfort with, especially just knowing the sensitivity of the data that we do have, right? So I think, a lot of the work that SS&C has done to make sure that there's a framework that, different business units can take advantage of that allow us to leverage these tools, but do in a way that, protects our clients' data.
So I think it's really important to keep the workforce engaged, and to do that, obviously, to get them involved in automation as much as possible.
I think the future is going to be just more and more decisions to make, more and more types of firms to evaluate, and just this continual, what I'll say, comfort and developing that comfort to say, I'm going to start to use, and what we've seen, I'm going to start to use some of these capabilities in things that are not mission critical, or things that don't need to be 100% all the time. And maybe it's just the note-taking apps or the transcriptions or things that I can easily verify.
The future of wealth management lies in agentic automation, where AI drives proactive decision-making and seamless client experiences. By prioritizing employee engagement, compliance, and strategic prioritization, firms can unlock the full potential of AI, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and innovation.